Nini difference kati ya alone together?
Hakuna cha subliminal hapa, sio kwa particular. What you wish you are is what we are. Kila mara kushock the culture, jadisha how deep you are, how sick you are.
Sana kwa Sanaa album reviews. Karibu sana kwa another album review. Asante for being here and for checking this video out. The person tuko about to review si mara ya kwanza tuli-review debut album yake, while Sauti Sol were exploring their alone together concept, where the four members of the group walikuwa wanafanya
solo walikuwa naita
alone together.
Kashanga nikadhania ninatunyimli wape.
You've said this before.
Yeah. As soon as nakuuliza hivyo, haven't I asked this before? Because it sounds so wrong. Like the name itself, like the name of the like alone
together.
Anyway.
Nini difference kati ya alone together?
Wait, I'm going to review Potluck. Let us get into this Potluck and eat.
So time we're gonna fanya alone together. I drop Father Studies, which ilikuwa the second project. Ya kwanza ilikuwa ya BN early November. Fancy Fingers aka drop Father Studies late November. Then the other two members, Savara na Chimano, wame-release their projects this year. The year that Kenyan artists waliamua ni mwaka wa muziki, katupatia so much music. Savara alitoa Savage Level in February. In May, Chimano akafunga na Heavy is the Crown. All of these four projects tumezi-review, na pia tuli-review a single from Chimano's project, Friday Feeling. Go watch that because alikuwa pale ndani. For Father Studies, tulifanya different people. If you are a fan of this channel, a supporter of this, you've possibly watched it. Tulifanya na nani? Kafura na Vivi.
Nakumbuka nikataka sana ku-review stuff.
Then pia tulifanya another review but live na Kakusha na Abe. Ilikuwa very very entertaining and enlightening. So after Father Studies ya last year, it's a year since itoke. On October 28th, the producer, the singer, the arranger ame-release sophomore album yake Potluck. Tukifanya hizo reviews za criteria and aspects tatu: production and musicality, concept na idea, na the content and themes of a project.
Umeita debut album?
Sophomore
album.
Because kuna Father Studies.
Yeah. This Fancy Fingers was in his bag.
Kwanza hii review ilikuwa tuifanye kitambo sana. Tuka postpone several times. Umeona reviews kadhaa kwa hii channel. Hizo ilikuwa tuifanye na pia ilikuwa tufanye mara kadhaa. But tukafungoja because he wasn't there and he wanted to review this project.
Nice.
Proceed.
It just happened that it's anyway. This album, you know, like if there's an album that was needed in 2020,
This one,
to save the Kenyans dying from hunger, go and eat at the Potluck. I win any Potluck.
Very many Kenyans are suffering from famine, from drought. So there's an album here that
mnakufaje njana kuna Potluck na Fancy Fingers. Aje. The album ili drop when cheki like rarely do I go listen to albums like unless when and they can't like very few artists when they are direct. So vile nilicheki Fancy Fingers ame drop, and then nikona buzz ikiwa it's an all like instrumental album. Like I rushed to it and nakumbuka I think there's a kuna template nili play like 3 days consecutively. As in ile inaisha like 3 days no without playing any different song.
This has to be the project you've listened to the most for review.
But no hata zingine muzisikiza sana, but like ile I'm just going back just for the music. Ile hata sasa naenda kusikiza ati ndio nikuje no, I have no thoughts on this album by the way, I just love it. Those are my you know like this. And also again I don't know how they do it, but like the
titles
so apt ka kienyeji ile
tap this link here upate your reference. Tap this link.
And napenda pia vile first of all like vile I'm a sequence the songs and now the titling because inaanza na pots and pans. Yani sasa like vile mimi nilicheki pots and pans ni watu wanakam potluck, so ni
gather
bas, and then ukifungua dish moja
kuna
kienyeji and then vile kuna kienyeji hapo unachukua salt shaker sale ladha and then after ladha
okay, if you want to get high
the mushrooms, and then nilifeel the mushrooms. I don't know if it was also an ode to the mushrooms.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, hata mimi vile mimi nikafikiria, but I Fancy Fingers and that show, was it an ode?
Fancy Fingers, man.
Yeah.
Honor us with your comment tafadhali. Tutakam potluck yako.
Already tuko inadi.
Tayari tushasikiza kazi. So just welcome us to your potluck, to the Oz kitchen tule. We get high on the mushrooms.
Yeah, the mushrooms, and then kuna ka break, like when I get like lazima you have to stay hydrated. You have to. So unajua nini unapewa nini? Coconut water kwanza, Vile unakunywa coconut water, unajua pia like you have to put protein and fats, like the good fats. So unakula nini? Macadamia, Get some nuts, these nuts. And then, like vile unakula as you eating the nuts, unajua nini kwa hapo hivyo kando, like braai. See, braai I think is a South African version of nini, nyama choma, more or less. So kuna hapo kwa potluck braai lazima, and then tunamaliza
nyama choma ni mtura.
I'm not sure. Well,
it's a South African dish.
Nilikuwa dhani ka braai, sijui ka the specific of it, but nilikuwa dhani the what's it called, the general ni like a roast, an outside roast.
The simply put, the South African equivalent of an American barbecue.
Yeah. So nyama choma. So hapo hiyo kuna
barbecue.
And then bado Brian anatokelezea tena Ivy Alexander. And then sijui nilikuwa na feel sijui kama ni kwa kienyeji ama ni kwa braai, like kuna wakati fulani ni kama walikuwa na duel.
Ni braai.
Like ni kama na feel it was I was like yes. And then wanamaliza na to wine and dine, because potluck you have just been dining and whining and
kula,
you know, and then after wine and dine you do it all again because it's so feel as an album it was complete. Like I felt it was a very complete album. So I didn't want for anything, just more. Like more of the same. As in question I didn't keep replay. Production from the production crisp. Nah, just skize ni potluck maze. And I do skize potluck. If you just skiza Potluck man. Skiza Potluck mazee hata like skiza Potluck. Yeah, but on a serious note. On a serious note.
I don't even think Fancy Fingers himself has cried promoting this album as we have.
On a serious note, skiza Potluck. Because
Yeah, Fancy
honestly,
Fingers.
that's the only way I can describe this name.
Are you getting invited to this podcast?
It's so dope. It's
After
really,
such sentiments, the least you can do for us. I know we are a small channel, small people, but it's the least you can do. Thank you.
ni hayo tu kwa sasa.
Right. Bye.
Haya basi. Kazi imeisha.
This nikisikiza hii album, if you want to fanya review wote, niliongelea kwa one of our Sunday sessions. I believe nilisema one sentiment that I was sure ingetokea from one of us apart from me ni this is the album that we wanted him to release initially.
Sikota kuisema. But then lakini unajua pia sikota kusema kwa sababu pia like on subsequent listens za Father Studies on Father Studies ni like niliget the sentiment like nilifeel your album ilifanya kile ilikuwa fai kufanya.
Yes, definitely.
It's definitely. Just that I still have gripes with it. Na na feel pia kuna vitu angefanya different. Like regardless of unajua like kuna there are some choices he made hange make, but that's just a me point of view.
Na even the reason nasema hiyo sentiment nimesema na why nilikuwa najua inge come up ni because of how we felt about the album and the creative choices zile alipick and some choices that alimake generally regarding the project. So based on that nilikuwa na feel when we listen to this one of us will feel itakuwa sentiment that itakuwa shared that this is what tulidhani angetoa as project yake ya kwanza or something that people wanted to hear toka kwake na ameideliver a project that is instrumental na alikuwa anasema African lo-fi, Afro lo-fi, which kuna those aspects of lo-fi mixed na different African rhythms. Certainly kuna Mwanzele from the coast, ngoma kama Coconut Water, and it's very befitting from the title to how the song feels, and hiyo Mwanzele vibe to ngoma kama Kienyeji to ngoma kama Brai, uko na some South African rhythms on a feel, wainandai nimaliza on a high, Afro beats, and ni energetic na vibrant. So generally in a fit an Afrofusion box na sound as a genre, but deliver a project that captures him as a producer, him as an arranger, na yeye as a composer and instrumentalist. You listen to these songs, they immerse you into the soundscape, una feel your concept ya Potluck, the song titles umesema ni apt, and you are there through these moments and through easy songs. Na appreciate sana that haina vocals a lot. So the only time nilikuwa na vocals possibly nilikuwa nafikiria kitu kama kwa The Mushrooms. Ivangewa feature. Ivangewa feature on that particular song na ikwe a song kuhusu The Mushrooms na kuhusu food. Na feel hiyo ngoma kama ingekuwa na feature from vocalist inge tie, but napenda vile iko hivi. I think hata ki sound the song Coconut Water because ina infuse hii sound from the coast pia hapo ange fit, but because of the title of The Mushrooms that would have been it. But napenda vile the project imekuwa conceptualized, very deliberate, and the idea in a flow. So you kuwa na an online kitchen cooking show na wife wake, and it was the O's Kitchen that I was referring to earlier. Na the music pia iko inspired na that idea. You can see the concept hapa, deliberate with it, na amestick to the idea and ni very precise, very precise looking at the song titles and how they sound. Na isi kitu new in terms of precision, because even last year at the end of the year nilikuwa nasema Father Studies, in as much as tulikuwa na gripes ama nilikuwa na gripes with the album, ikikuja kwa concept alikuwa precise with the concept, na alistick to the idea from start till the end. So that is something that out of members of Sauti Sol, ako na hiyo discipline
ya ku stick it out na kila ana set out
stick to a theme, stick to a concept na kudeliver the guitar segments just from the opening song featuring Familia, who's a Nigerian instrumentalist na producer na composer and arranger as well. Just from that opening song alone ulikuwa unajua I am in for a journey, and Ivy Alexander na kuhit next kwa kienyeji and she comes back kwa Brai, and the arrangements here are very stellar. Pia kama tu Home Alone, it's also chilled.
Yes, it's also like
very chilled. Inaweza play kwa different settings that work with this kind of music, and ni an album that you can easily put on. Can easily think
wacha
neke Potluck icheze. It's that kind of an album. In some minor and slight instances nilikuwa na concerns with some drum choices, but apart from that everything else ili come through. The arrangements flow very well, where wana eka particular instrument, where I pull back, and easy moments musically alizifanya in a meticulous manner na aka create a good and a great listen of an album. Very enjoyable, na yeye kama producer pia ana prove kazi yake na anaendelea tu ku stand out with his projects. Umesifia ndio kwa list yako mahali?
Definitely. Definitely.
It's one of those projects that ni very easy to play and listen to, think about it, kusikiza just Potluck Fancy Fingers. Let's ride through easy 37 or so minutes. For the studies was 40 minutes, so nachezea the same range.
You mentioned the Afrofusion, imenifanya kukumbuka pia the sound bites like from the songs throughout pia ina feel ka Potluck.
Sound bites
as in like the kable wamechukua nini from South Africa. Like inakuwa
ina match the idea.
Yenye Fancy Fingers mazee
Fanya wera
mazee. I really enjoy when an artist like I really enjoying artist work.
Lastly nimekumbuka alikuwa the featured act, the headliner kwa show ya Unplugged yenye ilifeature Polaris na Fadhili several weeks back. Ilikuwa in November na nili discuss the entire show, nika break down the performances, check your video out ukipata muda. So the reason I went for that show, I thought he was performing Potluck.
You are ready.
I was ready, and nilikuwa disappointed because sikusikia Potluck. I think I play a song or two, because I play Pots and Pans, and they did one of the songs, I think, na Ivy. And also to review Ivy Alexander last year, baby EP yake Majira ilikuwa kwa our list za top 10 EPs of 2022. So Fancy Fingers
last year and then 2022
2021. Fancy Fingers ukituinvite kwa your Potluck, mimi nataka tu yani uninvite pia kwa show wenye unacheza this album peke yake, because nilikuwa na assume a contour for una get for the album. So where una play Potluck, hiyo ndo mimi itu nataka just want to be a purely instrumental show.
That would be amazing.
That's because I'm gonna fikiria purely live instrumental show.
That would be amazing.
Niitwe hiyo ndo mimi niitwe. Kama umesikiza Potluck
hata mimi niitwe mazee. Hata mimi niitwe. Sikanikali nisiposema ikanika siku atakwenda ukiitwa.
Kama umesikiza Potluck ya Fancy Fingers, kama umesikiza the rhythms uko ndani, the melodies, the fusion of sounds, kwa comment section tuambie maoni yako.
Yeah.
Tutashukuru sana. Pia like the video tafadhali, danganya algorithm na sisi.
Likes.
Pia subscribe to the channel. Tutashukuru sana. We need the subscription. Tufike 700 subscribers. We are almost there. So
we're almost to 700,000 subscribers.
Na mwone wa review ya Father Studies.
Yeah.
Na pia nimereactia nyimbo 2 za Fancy Fingers from hiyo album. Nilireactia Daddy Issues yake featuring Della. Nilireview Rumba Toto. Check those reaction videos out. Shukran sana for your time.